Just a little piano loop recorded into Stardust. It's going to be kind of the backdrop of what we got going on here. We are in straight up A minor. Get easy. A minor. Set all of my parts. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. Look at me! Okay, anyways. So, yeah, I'm going for kind of a... I don't know. Hey, Riker Joe. A grim and unsettling sound tonight. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, now I do want to patch in a freeze on this thing. Okay, so what I have right now is coming out of the Maestro. I've got a couple of slow random voltages coming in on like channel 3 and 4. Although I'll be honest, these two I'm going to pull and I'm going to replace them with sloths for today's venture. Just give me a cable for God's sake. So we're gonna go, slowest one is purple. The medium speed one is red. But these others, they don't start until I start up the clock. So I'm gonna put the clock at like somewhere pretty slow. Now we see. And then we also have the mix on the Aurora flipping up and down. So at times it'll freeze the reverb and it'll flip the mix all the way. And so it'll just be this like... Alright, so there's element number 1. Alright, let's make element number 2, which in this case is going to be cascading like sound on sound loop going through the Imitor Versio, which is going to give it shimmer. That's filtered, and that goes to mixer. So this is a long process here, kind of. Hey, Jim. All right. So there's what we got. So we start with this, you know, which is intentionally sparse. I just wanted a little low and then some occasional things because it's going to go on top of itself. Just what you hear. So if we filter this guy all the way open, just so you can hear the whole effect. And then each channel is like slightly different buffer size. But then if we add some delicious, delicious shimmer. More on that later. We also have the R bar to load up. That guy, I think I'm going to wait a little bit. And by the way, stop spazzing out, dude. Making me uncomfortable. Anyways. Weird that it's like blinking. Step before. Oh well. Okay. Well, we don't need this. This is like a gate pattern. It's not even up to just cables. Okay. So maybe let's think about a bass here. So we've got 3 notes. We've got A for our main one, we've got D, and we've got an E. That's all we're doing. Okay. So what we can do is just kind of do random. That'd be one way to go. I'm like, man, there's like another way to do it too, which would be by using a subsequence so that a few parts change together. I kind of don't necessarily want that. Okay, so first of all, we'll make this longer. We'll make this 16 notes long and random. Okay. So then each step is going to be long. Let's say like 2 whole notes. And then there's going to be 1 low D and 1 low E. Maybe. May change that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But we'll see. Like the warming glow. The Oscar Tria's delicious swarm oscillator. Predictable in its life. That guy probably resonance and absolutely some input gain boost. Then okay, so we could do nothing with this in terms of like modulation and movement. Could just leave it and just simply put a sloths in it to give it some swelling, some movement. It's like it doesn't really need an envelope or anything like that. I don't. It does. But I think it should go lower. There's a D. Okay, good. A little worried that that D would sound too low. delicious. Nice and smooth. Okay, so our base is kind of set up and going. What else? Lots else. How about some like some wind or something like that? No, I'm gonna need some sound effects for sure. Thinking. Let's do some wind though first. That's pretty easy, kind of, sort of easy, sort of, kind. Kind of want this to go to a VCA, actually. So do that, and yeah, really, the fastest of the sloths is actually like pretty good at like imitating wind, just normally. So the thought is maybe then take the slowest of the three and put it into the actual VCA. Or would one of these work better? Hey, breathalyzer. Okay, that's an extremely long rise time. Oh, it's also on slow, and I don't really want it on slow. Okay, let's put that away. Good enough for now. Things. Occasional strange sound effects and noises. I think let's do a thing here. I'm gonna put the get some little bits back out of there. Okay, yeah. Setting everything. What we got is like this occasional trigger. Coming from the rarest gate pattern in the Turing machine. Just like 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7, or like when they all line up, right? When they all trigger on all of these different places here at the same time, then this one will also trigger. Which means the output of this is going to be pretty rare. It just, and it's at a quarter speed clock. It's like putting along. But it's going to hit a burst generator. Alright. This is going to do two things. The one thing it's going to do is change the pitch of something. And I think I might just go analog. So we're going to put this through the junction so that I can take some level off of it. It's going to be way too much. And then we'll bring this into the volt per octave on a basic VCO. Okay? Alright? Okay? Okay? Alright? Then we duplicate this generator. Put it into the... This guy's in the wrong place. How dare you. We put it into a VCA, all on its own. Alright, we take the output of this guy, maybe the even wave out. I may need to filter this. Let's filter it through the ladder filter here. It's fine and dandy. And then we'll take this guy here. And put like so. Then into C legs, I think. So there's a lot of weird variables here, right? Number one, is it going to make a sound when I want it to? And that's the hardest thing about doing this like slow stuff. So I'm going to change the gate out into one of the constant ones. Okay, number one. Slower. Slower would be good. Yeah, okay. That's okay for the pitch. But for the... Yeah, this is not going to work for the actual... You know what I'm attempting to say badly. For the actual location, the VCA. What I want is a little slower of a start. Okay, and then of course we filter it. It's fine. It just needs to be rare. Okay. We could maybe take it to the next level and also put in some kind of modulation on the oscillator. Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll think about that for a second. All right. What else? What else can we do here? We can do. Hey, trip tilt. Let's do a nice swelling, ultra resonant like grim sounding set of fifths. That would be kind of cool. Bring all of these guys down quite a ways. Oh, that's maybe too low. A2 is pretty nutty. We'll also make this guy slow. Full note, maybe? Okay. So that's doing a thing. It's playing randomly. We are going to want to do some stuff with this to make it decent. Number one, slow attack, slower release. That is a for sure. I really want this like pretty highly resonant though, so it's going to be like, you know. Okay. So here's the thing. This gate out. This guy can go to. Let's see. Drop. Okay, and now we just take our chance probability and we basically put it like 75% chance that it's just not even going to play. So we have that sort of like probability-wise, probabilistically, there's a good word, you know, controlled. Hi. So, okay, cool. Cool, bro. Cool, bro. What else we got? We got, well, we got R-bar to load up. So maybe the time has come for that madness. And if that's the case, I'm thinking some, maybe some really basic, let's see here. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. This is like a sample of a bad sample of an ARP Solina. I mean, it's accurate, but the Solina is ultra basic, right? The actual thing doesn't really do much until you like chorus it and start doing things with it, which is why if you hear it in the 70s, every single one got a giant amount of phaser on stuff. Yeah, I love the R bar. It always does a lot of heavy lifting. That'll do it. That is all. Bonk. Now, get out of there. Now, this guy's already patched because I use it every patch. Now, the question is it in tune? Nope. Damn it, man. It is so sensitive. And what I don't get is I dial it in one night and it'll be perfectly in tune for a week, and then all of a sudden it's like I accidentally touched the knob. If you look at it, it's not straight up and down. But those are the exact notes that I sampled into it. Those are just straight from my DAW. So they're not flat. And it sampled it, and then it just went, nah, nah, I'm going to lower everything by like a quarter step. Really stupid. And why are you doing that now? So, anyways. But we put in this negative voltage into the mod input. Get that delightful reverb sound. And what we need this guy to do is to go on just a journey. So what I think is we put a sloths into it. We tilt it left so that it stays more on the A. Or we put it on omega. We have the sloths drive the playhead. Super duper slowly. Add in a little spray so it does keep generating. Alright, now I would like a very rarely sounding, occasional high pingy part thing that doesn't play very often. You know what I mean? It's just like, bing, bing. You know, with the bings. I'm thinking the dimension would be good for it. Because, well, it's good for that. Okay. So, first of all, VCA, we want 0 sustain, guys. So we're going to bump this up. This guy's a full voice. This is a wavetable, basically full voice, including filter, VCA. All built. Controlled with MIDI, actually. So, that's cool. Could just make this really, really long and put these guys at like quarter notes and then be like, here, step length 4, except for the first 4 notes. We'll keep those the same, and that way it'll play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like a lot of measures between times. So we just need a gate on the first 4 notes. Yeah, sort of like that. Hey, Yusuf. Okay, it's a little quiet, but that's alright. Make it a little bit more dingy, a little bit more long-lasting. Okay, shorter decay, longer release. Stop it, try it once more. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, and now, of course, we absolutely must put some modulation into the wavetable scanning stuff. So that's when things get really interesting. Okay, so that'll just sort of play every once in a while. Just exactly sort of what I was looking for. Just every once in a while, it'll just go, hi. Suddenly, the bottom of my foot starts itching. Ah! Kill it! Cut it off! Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's see here. How about us brain dead slobs? You'll be given cushy jobs. Something similar to this, except far more randomized. Okay, so let's make this guy 8th notes. And we're just going to do... We'll do random. And we'll keep it like... basically like a scale. Like a minor pentatonic scale. And... we'll turn gates on to those 6 steps. It's 8 steps long, but 2 of these are going to be rests anyways. But what I kind of want to do is sort of do the same thing that I did for the demon core voice, which is like turn the probability of it actually playing at all like way down, so it just doesn't play like most of the time. Which is, I think, quite an effective way to do it. You know what though? We gotta double check tuning on this thing first because animals do go out of tune every time I unplug this thing, put it back. Which is natural. It's just what it do. It'd be analog. Nah, you know what? Let's see legs this one too. Are you in tune? It is. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Yep. Alright, so then we can go pitch to here. Okay, and then this envelope is to be reversed. Like so. Should be like whomp. Like that. But we take faster sloths and put it in here as well. A little bit long. Okay, and now take the chance of it playing to be about 2/3 off. Like it's only going to play 1/3. So it's just going to whip into the background all on its own, its thing. I don't know. Let's see what I got so far. I kind of lost track almost a little bit. There's a lot of shit going on in here already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 voices. Yeah, let's throw it all in the mix here and see what happens. Monorail. Is there a chance the track could bend? Not on your life, my Hindu friend. What about those brain-dead slobs? You'll be given cushy jobs. And now is the time that I warn you, if you're photosensitive, to look away. Look away in horror. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Welcome to the Entropy and Sons Positronic Recursion Studio. Supplying some graphical delights for our eye holes. aggressive there. Feel blessed when the stream boo bot comes in. Like, oh, we've hit a certain number of viewers. And there's not many. And with